What is up, everybody? How we doing today? My name is Joe, aka Cool Runnings. I use he, him pronouns, and welcome to the stream room. How you doing? How you doing, friends? Welcome in. Hello, Florida Boy, Sawaya. Hello, Bradley, Bell, Kafka, Tally,
Like I know
Chimera,
what a
Esther,
JPEG
Sirely.
is.
Oh,
I just
shit.
want a picture of a goddamn hot dog. Hot dog. If I look like I know what a
A
JPEG
JPEG is.
I just
I
want
just
a
want a
picture
picture
of a goddamn
hot
hot
dog.
dog.
Raiders! Oh, shit. Welcome in, Zach. Welcome in, Frawl. Cook, welcome back. Flank. Flank. We got the big boy Flank in here. Raiders, welcome in. How are you doing? My name is Joe. I just did this a moment ago, but I'll do it again just for you. My name is Joe. I go by Cool Runnings here on Twitch. I use he, him pronouns. Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, we lift weights. Tuesdays, Sundays, sometimes we play video games. All the time, we're an inclusive community all about getting moving in the ways that work for you to enjoy and write stories together. Bam! So fast. Gains and games unite. Raiders, hello. How are we doing? Zach. Bot do not be doing what it's supposed to be doing. So why it not do what it's supposed to be doing? It's so fast. Why is he talking so fast? Who does this? Welcome in, y'all. Go check out Zach. Zach is one. The text is washed out because of the window, but Zach is one of our fellow health and fitness streamers. He's a great dude. I would go so far as to call him a friend. A friend. More than colleagues, more than loose associates, with an emphasis on loose. Zach and I have developed a friendship over the years. Year and a half, 2 years, 27 days, 4 score and 17 days, 4 days and 17 scores. 4 scores is how many times I scored on your mother. Welcome in. Josh, how are you? You're gonna make me tear up. Good. Good. I can tell you from personal experience that having a good cry once in a while is necessary for a man of your stature. Actually, you know what? Let me put on 30 pounds of muscle. Let me first put on 30 pounds of muscle and then try to speak from the perspective of a man of your stature. But if you haven't gone to check out Zach yet, please note, he's large. He's in charge. Zach, how was the lift today? If you got to go, totally understand. Raiders, make sure you're taking care of yourselves. Grab a drink, grab a snack, grab a walk, grab a sip, grab a pet, pick them up, give them some pets, put them back down, watch them scurry away if you need to. Esther, welcome in. Esther claiming the title of Sugar Mama, which is bold, I will say. That's bold. That's bold. Hey, oh, wrong button. Shit, that's not the thing we're doing. Workout breakdown. Let's do it so we can get going. I'll be honest, work is really, really busy today. So we're going to try to continue, make sure we're moving at a good clip today. See what we can do. We're going to warm up. We'll do some scat push-ups, do some quad stretches, because I am beat up from an 8-mile run and a push day yesterday. So we're going to make sure that we get nice and warmed up before we break into some strict barbell rows. A little bit heavier this week, going with 185 pounds. We'll do some pull-ups. We were going to do lat pull-downs, but I'm going to do pull-ups to save time, so I don't have to like goof with the setup of the lat pull-down machine, which feels lazy, but is important to make that call sometimes. We're going to do some dumbbell rows, some single-arm dumbbell rows. Then we'll do a single-arm cable row. So we're going to be doing, I don't know, that's a little redundant. I might switch that up. Maybe we'll do some prone rows instead. Then we'll do some hammer curls and then abs and posing if we have time. Don't know if I'm going to have time for posing today, but if you have any questions about the routine, why we're doing what we're doing, we are in kind of a high fatigue state after ramping up running over the course of 4 weeks following a bodybuilding show. So we're going to kind of, we're not taking it easy on lifting necessarily, but we are being a little more responsible with our volume. So here we go. That's it. That's what we're doing. So let's go do it. Let's do it. Need to get you a flag over the window. Those blinds aren't really doing it. Yeah, the blinds look nice. Here's the deal. Is like I really wanted this garage to look, for the most part, like it had its shit together, and it kind of does. It kind of does. Like it still looks like a garage. In the winter, we're gonna have to pull a car in here. That's just what we're gonna have to do. gonna be what we're gonna have to do that occasionally. And you know what? We still got space. We're good. It's working. But eventually we will have to do some more conversions. Whew. Setup is a great change from the base. I appreciate that. It feels like the right change. It still feels like the right call, even though it's gonna get hella hot today, and this winter it's gonna get hella cold. Responsible, morally reprehensive. Welcome in, Frawl. Frawl, how are you doing? Hold on, where are you at right now? Are you I'm gonna ask you to forgive me. Is it that you're turning from the bulk, or is it that you are turning from, or like you're getting ready to compete? I've been all over the place lately, so I ask your forgiveness. Whew. Hello, Moon. Did you make the plus points last month? I do not believe I did. I have not been pushing for Partner Plus. There's a number of reasons for that. Oh boy. Evie's having a bork. So the first month that I was like eligible, I had forgotten that your sub points are not the same as your plus points. And so we got to over 100 on the sub points, but not on the plus points. Hang on. Hey, you got something to say? Come on. Come on, Evie. Don't be shy. Ha. Yeah, I mean, my reasons for not doing a push have been that, like, I feel like I have already asked so much of the community in the last little bit here that I don't know that I can ask for more. Like, I am going to TwitchCon this year, and I may be starting a little fundraiser, but I should probably do that soon if I'm going to do it. I want to give everyone an opportunity to decide. Getting off the bulk. Week 2 of 4 to 5 weeks in maintenance before I go cut and do a mock prep. That's right. Okay. And for all, please forgive me if I get you and Hackerjack mixed up. Ooh, he's doing a test peak this week. Oh my gosh. What's on the menu? What's in the diet? Whew. Cost for TwitchCon, bringing a wife bot is hurting a bit extra this year. She didn't come last year, right? Like she wasn't in town. I mean, I feel like I would have. No, I'm getting it mixed up with the Arnold. That's my problem. I was doing that yesterday when I was talking with some friends about the Columbus trip. I was like, what did we do that weekend, bro? Was I just gone the whole weekend? TwitchCon weekend, I was gone in a different way. If you know what I'm saying. If you know what I'm saying? These are very short shorts. I did not intend this today. We'll just kind of hide my shame a little bit. Yeesh. I think these shorts have shrunk significantly since I purchased them, and they were already kind of on the shorter side. So I don't know that I can wear them to the gym anymore, unfortunately. When you sit back to do a little incline press, and you just have your whole ass thigh hanging out there. I'm sure that's comfortable for some. Does not feel comfortable for me. Also, Sirely, welcome in. I know you popped in to say hello. I don't know that I did a great job of welcoming you in. Whew, good to see you, Sirely. Doing some scat push-ups. Oh. Gotcha, mama. Hasn't shared the full diet with me. Big step down. Got a mean water ration. Oh no, he's not manipulating water, is he? Oh. Okay. Hello, Catus. It's good to see you. Maybe your legs have just got that much bigger. I don't know if that's true. They have grown. You know, one thing that I've noticed is so in the weeks leading up to the show, one of the things that I really struggled with was cutting fat in my legs. Like it was the last thing to go, and my legs had virtually no definition until like 2 weeks before the show. But now I don't know if it's the running. I don't know if it's the fact that I haven't really been doing a lot of leg workouts. Gaston! Thank you. Thank you. I need to finish this thought. So I think it's the fact that I haven't been working my legs too hard and that I have been eating a lot and that I have been running. But my legs have still got like a lot of the definition that they did during the show, even though like my upper body has just been accumulating fat and has just been accumulating water, fat, and other substrates. It's just so weird. It's like backwards. But I think it does have to do with my training. Whew. Dan, welcome in. Gaston. What's the LGCR? Should I? Oh, is that Cool Runnings? Is that me? My bad. Maybe it's the last place to lose and gain the fat back. It's possible. It's possible just like it is on such a lag with the rest of my body. A show. What have I missed, Joe? Have you been on stage? Yes, Caddis. I had my first bodybuilding competition was now 4 weeks ago. And I took home a couple of trophies. There was winning happening. I won in the debut category. Man, I guess I do need to open up those blinds, even though they kind of wash out back here. I won in the debut category, and I took second place in my division of the open category, which is pretty rad. And I couldn't have done it without the help of everyone here. Oh, stretchy stretch. This is called a couch stretch, in case anyone is not familiar, because you put the top of your back foot on the couch, and then you stretch your quad downward. Ah. Sorry, I'm gonna keep screaming. My quads have been very tight, and I start physical therapy tomorrow to address some lingering tightness. Top of the bulk, my legs were just as cut as they were at the start of it. That's just wild. That's so wild. Why do legs work that way? Why do legs? Why do legs? Well, thanks, Caddis. Thank you so much. And it's okay. I'm glad you're here today. How have you been? What's going on in your world? All right, we're gonna start getting moving on some rows. Ooh, this feels heavy today. That's not a good sign. Oh, never a good thing when you pick up the barbell and it feels a little hefty. We're gonna go 95, 135, 185 is the plan. If the hips will allow it. If the hips and the back will allow the movement, then we will do it. We will do it. We will do it big and sweaty and stinky. And stinky. Would you like to get stinky with me? This is good. I will be getting stinky no matter what. Yar! Cool. We'll swap these out. We'll do another set of scap push-ups. Make sure we are appropriately warming up the subscapular region, as well as the serratus anterior. As much as it helps to warm up the big muscles, the primary movers, through doing the movement, it's the tiny little ones and the antagonist muscle groups that can help you avoid injury. Because you got all these things that work with your muscles, all these little tendons and ligaments that sometimes they're a little sleepy. They're a little sleepy. And if the little tiny muscles aren't woken up, well, then you just won't use them. And the big ones have to work a lot harder or do stuff they're not supposed to. It's science. Believe me. Science. An unintentional, unplanned bulk. I think that happens to a lot of folks. Has been a while. You have 2 new cats. What are their names? And what kind of chaos do they sow in your household? Back to my ass this weekend. Local band was playing pop oldies, music from the 80s. I was flabbergasted, offended, appalled. Well, okay, so listen, I was born in the 90s, and I have fully accepted that 90s music is pop oldies, you know? Like, 80s? Yeah. Yeah, I've accepted it about the 90s and very much accepted it about the 80s, right? I'm trying to think of like what late 80s music I am more familiar with. I just have to understand. I'm excited to see things carve out as the cut goes on. I can tell the bulk was successful. I just want to get to see the results. For all you will. You will. I mean, you were looking big. You were looking big and filled out. And like, I know you're gonna be smart about it and you're gonna take it slow. And those results are gonna be so good. Like chances are, I don't know if you had any like imbalances or anything, but you'll probably still build a little bit out on the way back down if you have some imbalances and things you were working on. So like all the work you did in the bulk, yes, and everything you're doing moving forward. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Happened to me with my glute medius, made me pull my back. The glute med is a consistent asshole when it comes to back pain, leg pain, hip pain. So I spent so much time trying to strengthen my glute med. So much time. And somehow I've still ended up with like tiny little glute injuries. And that's the primary reason why I'm going to PT. All right. Strict rows. All right, this is going to be tough. The goal is still going to be 3 reps in reserve, but it's possible. That means I'm going to be doing like 5 or 6 reps, which is fine. If this is our primary compound on the day, it's okay for us to go a little heavy. As long as nothing feels busted up. Ugh. I was half planning a down week on running this week, but we're going to see how my legs feel. Because I did so much walking over prep when I wasn't running that it's entirely possible that I do not need to take a down week. The boy is Sprig, the girl is Lily. The chaos they sow is relentless and of grandeur, carpet obliteration, and the endless war against that one seagull that dares to have the gal sit on the house. Oh. Seagulls are wonderful creatures. Let's say that. Seagulls are wonderful creatures. They contribute to their ecosystems and environments. Hot dog. All my imbalances are mental. And all my exes live in Texas. Richard, how are you doing in the gym? You mentioned like has your shoulder pain gotten better? Are you still getting in like multiple times a week? Trying to avoid getting loose skin from dropping fat too fast. Yeah, honestly, the one thing that I've been really worried about in coming back off of my show and gaining like 1.5 to 2 pounds per week is a little bit of like stretch mark action. Like you might think at my size that isn't something that could really happen, but I think it can. And I'm a little worried about it. So we're gonna try to slow it down. Try to slow it down. Running. Dan, how was the bike ride? Did you bike ride this morning? Did you do like a long ride this weekend? Dan, one of our mods, is also a. Did you know? Dan runs. Started a new book, Razorblade Tears. Rough read, but it's good. Two dads looking for their son's murderer. Sons are married to each other. Fathers are the best at accepting their sons, but love them. They're both ex-cons that are... Oh, okay. This is like big Taken action. You got two Liam Neesons. Looking for two boys. Cats are on constant watch for the doves that nested in my neighbor's dryer vent. See, we get the mourning doves that are like... I got some really brave ones around here. I have gotten really close to running them over, not because I'm moving quickly, but because I'm just like crawling along, trying to get out of my driveway, and they just won't move. They won't move. Still not 100%. Lifts are going well. 6 days a week lifting, starting to pick up on cardio again. Okay. What's your split looking like? 6 days. That's a lot. That's a lot, bro. Had an extra 4-mile ride Saturday. Bike doesn't fit in the car. Foot check at the doctor. We'll discuss the plan they sent. Plan. Oh no. Was this the thing that like they weren't necessarily being super savvy with you being an athlete, if I recall correctly? Seagulls here contribute to the theft of 80% of all seaside chips. Can be frequently seen bench pressing about as much as you can. They're big. Hey, you know what? They're nasty. It's like geese around here. Canadian geese in Michigan. What do we call them? Cobra chickens. That's right. That's how we refer to them. Getting the purple stretch marks. Not visible yet, at least not in places that I've seen. But like I can definitely feel like I'm holding a lot in the gut. Holla at you, girl Liz. Welcome in. How are you doing, Liz? Thanks for joining. Welcome. 3 to 4 month recovery, return to running after the boot comes off. Okay. I mean, that sounds, considering what you went through, like pretty reasonable, if not very upsetting, I can imagine. All right. Lock this in. Nice. Okay. That felt better than expected. Much better. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me? There's the jams. May just rebrand Eat Dan Eat and shift into competitive eating. I will say I initially misread that sentence as like Eat Dan Shit. Like kind of like a live, laugh, love. But like Shit Dan Shit is, I suppose, a type of content that you could be making. I don't recommend getting into that market, not from personal experience, but I just generally feel like where you're at in your life, it's not a good idea. I could be wrong. What up, Chris? Welcome in. Liz, thank you. Yeah, we just moved this gym out here 2 months ago, 3 months ago. We used to be in a basement. And that's why my rack is so short. My rack was just tall enough to work for my basement. And when I would do pull-ups, I had to like stick my head through the rafters. A lot of fun. Whew. Okay, so we did 6 at 185. That's great. My strength's been coming back. It's been feeling pretty good. Really thankful. guys are making this protein shake taste so good right now. Oh no. I'm cutting that off there. Everyone, today we have a lot of stuff in this shaker. For some reason, just because I've been drinking fewer protein shakes, actually, just based on like everything else that I've been eating, I've been drinking fewer protein shakes. And normally I would put my creatine in with my protein shake, or I would put a fiber supplement in with my protein shake, because it just makes sense, right? But I didn't. So this has pre-workout, non-stim pre-workout, not full dosages of either, non-stim creatine, and fiber, because I just needed to get them all into the same shaker. And you know what? Tasty. I'm happy. I wish I would have started using no stim earlier, because I feel like I can cut back on my caffeine intake and still get like a tasty sip and a little pump before a lift. Ooh, the s'mores. The s'mores, hold on, is that the Optimum s'mores? Optimum s'mores is good. Yes, sir, Chris. Yeah, I found this. This is definitely like one of those cheap shirts that they gave away at a game that someone donated to a thrift shop. But like, it was the perfect fit that I needed for like a warm-up shirt. I'm very happy about it. Welcome in, Fuel. Welcome in, Natty. How are we doing? All right, let's get this next set. We're already getting sweaty. I'm gonna have to pull out the glasses in a moment here. Oh, Liz, do you have a home gym set up? Oh. Ah. Good. Yeah. I don't have a home gym. Sad face. Hey, that's okay. It is you know, this gym has been built up over the course of like 4 years through purchases here and there. And honestly, I still really like going to the gym. If it weren't for the streaming thing, I would prefer going to an actual gym. But that's just how I operate, you know? One is blowing up. Tree fuzz pollen thing is falling upward. Like reverse snow. Whoa. Yeah, I mean, I would die. I have terrible spring allergies. I've actually gotten better over the years, and I don't know why. Is it because I abuse myself with exercise? You got 15 miles on Saturday, 10 miles this morning. Damn, Dan. So how does it feel? Like, is your cardio feeling like it's keeping up? Like you feel like you're staying in shape? Songs are banger after banger after banger after banger after banger after banger after banger. Thank you for the hydrate. I appreciate it. Dion, what's up? How are you doing? Get a couple of shout outs in here. Get one for Natty as well. Everyone go check out Dion. If you're looking for a man who's big, handsome, with a filthy mouth, loves a little bit of. Yeah, I mean, you specialize in fighting games and fitness, if I recall, right? Natty is true variety. Natty does some Elden Ring. Natty does. I've watched Natty do some Elden Ring, but I don't know. Maybe Natty will share what else has been up to. But pushed a bit Saturday, but feeling okay, flat weight wise. So I'm trying not to panic. Oh, like you haven't been losing more weight? Like you hit a little plateau? I'm using better words now. Well, yeah, you got to optimize that Boolean search terms, that SEO. You have to optimize the search terms. And listen, the words that you were using when I visited your streams are not YouTube optimal. I feel like I'm coming at you right now, and that was not my intent. My intent was actually to let people know that it's a good time in your streams, and all I've done is just like tell you to change. Like, you know what? Hey, I know I got the mustache thing going. Like, I'm not trying to dad you right now, I swear. RPGs, platformers, cooking, etc., 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 etc. Yes, go check on Natty if you'd like some, etc. This week I'm flat. Okay. Yeah, I've been. Y'all want to see my trend line? I promise that's not a. I promise that's not a. Not an innuendo. But yeah, I've gained. I've gained 6 pounds in the last month. Look at that. Look at how high all that is. Dan, thank you for the gift sub, etc. etc. Yeah, some of it feels like mildly out of control, but I also know, man, I go back and forth on the whole like body weight set point thing and how much I really agree with that whole deal. But I've been feeling my set point. Oh. Dan, thank you so much for the gift sub. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you kindly. And Dion, thank you for the gift sub to Liz. That is so kind of you. Look at this man. Big, beautiful, generous. What more could you want? What more could you want? $500 cash delivered into your Zelle account. Oh. Oh. Good. Buena. Dan! Stop it! Stop it right now! Dan, thank you so much for that gift sub to Dion. Y'all, enjoy your ad-free viewing, your emotes, which are just a different set of unsettling visions of my personage, as is tradition here on Twitch.tv. Original content? No. It's just weird faces that I make and or have made. Deal with it! Oh, yeah. Among them, the yassified version of myself that Anna made is one of my favorites. Caddis, thank you for stopping by. So good to see you. Cheers to you. I hope you have a lovely, unstressful day. Full of magic and wonder. We're going to move into pull-ups. Goal is going to be to do 5 sets of pull-ups today. I'm hoping that 8 feels like the right number. Possible that it won't. I'm still on that higher reps in reserve pull-up progression, but I think I need to work harder. I have hit that point where I need to just push a little bit harder on my pull-ups. I don't have a lot of space to do weighted pull-ups in here, but I suppose I could get back on it anyway. If I really wanted to grow my back, I would be doing weighted pull-ups. You can grow your back without doing weighted pull-ups, but they are a good tool. They're a great tool. And if your current goal is to just do a pull-up, I say, okay, a body-weighted pull-up. Uh-oh. Styrely. Batten down the hatches. What did you just use to lift the bar up? Have you not seen a deadlift jack before? This is one version of a deadlift jack. This is a particularly like thick boy deadlift jack. There are smaller ones that are just like a little hook, that just like, yeah, take up a little less space. But this one was affordable, and I put it on my throne, and someone bought it for me. And that was like 2 years ago. So unfortunately, I do not remember who that person was. But if you're here and you know it was you, never in my life. Okay, I'm gonna just say, past the age of 30, use the deadlift jack. Please and thank you. I can say pretty surely, pretty securely, that there is no hypertrophic or strength adaptation that you will get from like the awkward position that you have to be in order to get the plates off of the barbell. There's really just not much of a benefit to it. Today's mid-workout nutrition, there we go. Pretzel chips, baby. Because we're bougie. I will have 5 of them. Here we go. Yeah, no, it's not the vibe. I was so resistant to using a deadlift jack, and then once I started using one, I like unless there is really not much weight on the bar, or if it's like one thing on the bar, I try to remember to use it. Don't lift with my back. Yeah. Actually, you know what? Counter advice. Lift with your back, do lots of twisting. Exhale at the bottom of a movement. Welcome to the bad advice segment with Cool Runnings. At this point, I don't know if I should turn around and say, like, please don't actually take that advice. Sharp twisting back snaps, yes. Yes, get yourself into the most vulnerable position that you possibly can. I'm not going to finish that. This will help with my strength training. I'm finally going to do it. I'm finally going to completely ruin my spine. Eight. We just got to do that 5 times. Vulnerable physically or emotionally? Both, if you can help it. But if you just got to pick one, that's okay. Did you really think it was all legit? Be honest. Okay. Now I feel like I need to double back and give the good advice. Would we like some good advice that is counter to that bad advice? That can do. It's okay, Sarly. Joke's on you, I already ruined my spine. Yeah. Gotta create repeat business. All right. So, general rules of lifting literally anything. Don't lift with your back. Now, you probably heard that 100 times. Don't lift with your back. Just don't do it. Your back is always going to be involved in some way when you're lifting stuff. That's just a fact, right? Because your spine, it moves. The little muscles that support your spine, your erector spinae, they're going to move. All the supporting muscles around those, including like the big like bodybuilder muscles that you see, and just like some other tiny ones that we're just not going to name, because in general, anytime you are picking something up, or if you are holding something over your shoulders, your goal is going to be to keep a tight spine. Now, when I say tight, I don't mean like bend back as far as you can to make your spine feel tight. I mean, you want to, as much as possible, try to create tension in the middle area of your body, right? So, how I was joking about like the best way to lift is to like pick something up and twist quickly. Don't do that shit, okay? When you're picking something up off of the ground, people say don't lift with your back. They mean don't bend over and don't pick it up this way. The further away that something is from your center of gravity, the more tension that it's going to put on your lower spine, right? So let's just illustrate that real quick, right? Can y'all see okay? If I am picking something up from out here, and it's just a little 10-pound ball, right? If I pick this up, that means every single like intervertebral uh intervertebral piece of muscle and tissue is like trying to do way more than it needs to when I've got all these muscles along the posterior part of my body. That if this is like right here in front of me, that's a little uncomfortable. If this is right here in front of me and I can keep it close to me, I can use my hamstrings, I can use my glutes, I can use my back a little bit. That's fine. But in general, if you're trying to pick something up that's heavy, you know, you got to widen your stance out a little bit, or if it's more comfortable for you to stand closer to it, try to get the butt down a little bit. Don't get down here to where you're like, I don't know. This is such a big question. But please, don't like actually do the Legally Blonde bend and snap to pick stuff up off the ground. And if you have questions about that, let me know. Or if there's like, hey, what about this thing? What about this movement? Let me know. I want to help. What up, Push? How are we doing? Oh, consider it charged, Sirely. Works every time. Welcome in, Push. Let's get this next set of pull-ups. Push me some weight. How was the workout this morning, dude? I popped in on Sunday. You seemed like you were having some like Wi-Fi issues initially. How are you feeling today, dude? Ah, there we go. Good rest. Good set. What is happening right now? Welcome in, Ackroyd, and welcome in the Holder Hack. That's how I'm reading it. I'm reading that like I'm not even sure like what never mind. No, Dad, it's okay. Cope as you need to. I actually watched a video about coping today from the Healthy Gamer. I need to track these pretzel chips. Give me a hot second. Man. Pretzel chips. Chipotle cheddar. No. What if I just did it this way? 5 chips. Yes, I'm logging 5 chips. What do you think about Celsius and Fahrenheit? Uh-oh. Oh no. Welcome in, Acro, Ari. Good to see you, dude. But genuinely, if people want any sort of advice around safe lifting, I'm here for you. I'm here for you. So we did 8. A couple more. If anyone is just joining us, we are doing a pull day today. Started off with some strict barbell rows. Now we're doing some pull-ups. I pull up. Oh, you pull up, baby. Thank you for the follow. Getting a little harder. Check it out. Thank you for that follow. Boy, howdy. I am really finding it hard to not think about work, but I'm doing my very best. What do folks got going on this week? How was the holiday weekend? God damn. We played some Gloomhaven. We played some Wormspan. I got my wife the game Wormspan like 2 months ago as an early birthday present. We finally cracked it open this weekend with one of my stream team members, actually. Thank you, Liz. Have a great day. Cheers. Thanks for joining us today. Also struggling in work. Yeah, if I didn't have so much to do, I would have called in sick today. Straight up. If I was not terrified about falling behind, I would have called in sick. I really want to take that wellness day at some point. Hit up the Wayfair store. Hold on. Is there a Wayfair store? Like, is there a brick and mortar location for Wayfair? Oh my god. I had no idea. Is it just like a bunch of like really tiny couches in display cases? JK, we've gotten some halfway decent stuff from Wayfair in the past. Halfway. I don't know. I just remember trying to buy a desk from Wayfair back in the day. Like IKEA, only unorganized. Do they have like room setups and everything? Do they sell meatballs? Do they sell aftermarket meatballs? I would love some aftermarket meatballs right now. It's a cafe. We didn't want it. That says a lot, if I'm being honest. Shit, dude, I haven't had meatballs in forever. Meatball, spaghetti underneath. Nope, I'm not going to sing the song. Pizza, pasta, put it in a box. Fill it up and... Ah. Oh, so you actually had a good Wayfair experience, Natty. Stare at my standing desk from Uplift. This is just a workbench. Like, this is like a toolbox we got from Costco. I have a safety question. Entirely, go ahead. What's your question? I appreciate the wellness minute, and we can do it as a wellness minute for sure. Also, like, don't feel like you have to redeem a wellness minute to ask a question. I don't want to set that precedent. That's not okay. Like, don't feel that way, please. The Impossibles. So hold on, do they have a new Impossible version of the meatball, or is it the veggie balls? Because the veggie balls are good. We used to get those and make spaghetti and meatballs with them. Back when we were full veg. Got the headlight, taillight on the bike, adjusted the seat a little. Okay. I'm with it. I'm gonna be honest, I love the Impossible stuff. The Beyond Meat and the Impossible Meat, love that shit. I'm all for it. Grow it in a lab, baby. I'll take my beef lab grown. Please and thank you. Well, Sirely, if that's how you feel, I'm not going to try to convince you otherwise. But I hope you know how I feel, and that is that there are not stupid questions. Okay, I see. So that was a switch up. That was a switch up from the planned wellness minute. I got you. I got you. Okay. Yeah, we can do the planned wellness minute. If you're sure. If you're sure. I don't mind at all. This one's kind of a repeat of an old one, but it was especially salient for me today. So I wanted to bring it out. This thing is still not working. That's a shame. All right, let's knock it out. Do. Before we get a raid in the middle of the Wellness Minute or something. Because that happened last week. And I just had to restart. It was fine. What is up, everybody? How we doing today? My name is Joe, aka Cool Runnings, and welcome to today's Wellness Minute. Today's Wellness Minute is Chunk It. You probably have heard of this before, but chunking is the practice of taking larger tasks and putting them into smaller bits, or taking larger goals and putting them into smaller goals. The idea is that it becomes really hard for us as people, as existing in the universe, to take on big things all the time, or at least when we do, sometimes it can be more effective by breaking it down. So, use an example. Say you want to lose 20 pounds. Now, you could go into your practice, you could do your cardio, you could do your weight training, you could do all your eating and tracking and all that stuff with the goal of, at some point, I want to lose 20 pounds. Might work for you, right? For some folks, it could work. However, you break that down into smaller bits. Say, I want to lose a pound a week, or I want to lose 2 pounds a week. I wouldn't recommend losing more than that. But if you break that down into things that are more manageable and more measurable, it's going to be easier for you to get it done. Let's talk about another example that's not just weight loss, right? Say that you want to be a little more social, or you want to develop some closer friendships with people. You could have that big goal of like, I just want to talk to more people, or like, I want to feel more socially fulfilled. And that could work for you, right? Or you could say that each week, I just want to talk with one person that I haven't spoken with in a while, or like initiate one conversation every couple of days, right? Again, chunking is this idea of we take big things and we break them down into smaller things. They're easier for us to understand and easier for us to do. So today's Wellness Minute is, if you're looking at something that feels like it's a really difficult task or a really difficult goal, try to break it down as much as you can. Even if that small goal doesn't feel like much, remember, 1% that you do today over 100 days, there's math there that's not good, but you know what I'm saying, right? Like if you do 1 out of 100 things over 100 days, you're closer than if you wait 20 days and do that 1% later. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's today's Wellness Minute. Boop. Last set of pull-ups. And I'm all sweaty. If you put your feet on the railway tracks and put skiing sticks in the wires, will you run like a tram? That's not a stupid question, but I think the answer is no. Because wouldn't you just get zapped, right? Because listen, I live in a place with an unfortunate lack of trains. It is something that we've had to accept about our public transportation situation. Ah. Nice and slow. I like trains. And now it's raining. Did your love of trains bring the rain? What's the name of that train spotter guy? Who put the 360 camera on his face? What is his name? I knew for a while, but no longer. Welcome in, Abid. How we doing? Sat in a bus in traffic right now, wishing I got the train instead. How far is your trip? Man, being stuck on a bus in traffic is one of the worst feelings, because it's always going to be faster than walking, but sometimes it doesn't feel that way. Ooh. Good to see you, Abid. How you doing, buddy? Give a little shout to our boy Abid. working on chunking things down recently. Makes completing tasks and ticking them off on the list really satisfying. Duck, welcome in. Yeah, it has really helped me at work. So I have what is referred to as a zero inbox, and that is both a practice and a personal policy. I turn emails into tasks. If it takes me more than like 2 minutes to do it, it goes on my task list. And so I talk with a lot of people. Like when someone shares their screen at work and they have, I don't know, for example, like 1,000 emails in their inbox, I just get so nervous for them. Because if you archive an email, you can find it later. But if you just leave it in your inbox, sorry, this is getting deadly. Woo! It's warm too. Gosh, I'm so sorry. Big F. You could engage the other patrons on the bus. You could start a revolution. You could start managing traffic yourself. Get everyone involved. I'm sure no one will I'm sure no one will be bothered at all if everyone jumps out with whistles and starts directing traffic. So much traffic I want to get off the car and walk. Yeah. It's bad. My bus route to work is a street that, like, if it gets jammed, it's jammed, and it's taken you a long ass time to get wherever you're trying to go, and it has ruined a fair amount of days, getting like late for meetings and all that stuff. All right, warm up set. Push this back just a little bit more. Yeah. Just 8. Get warmed up. Man, this is killing me right now. It's like I have so much space, but the way I've got this set up, there's like not enough. Ugh. We're gonna go up to 80 pounds for our working weight. I think I'm just gonna move this in here. See how that goes for me. Whew. Got home, about to start the workout. Hell yeah. What's on the menu, Abid? What are you doing? Yeah, traffic in Michigan is terrible. There's like always some road getting worked on. I like it's good, right? Because of the winters, the infrastructure is just, I guess, wrecked, ruined over the winter. So in the summers, they have to like come out and redo all the shit because of the big potholes. It's just bleh. Bleh. Damn. Yeah. No. Like I worked it out at one point. It would be like a 30-minute bike ride for me to where I work. And it would be hilly and it'd be kind of dangerous. But my bus commute ends up taking like 40 minutes on a good day. And on a bad day has taken me up to an hour and a half. And it's really not that long. So it's soul crushing when it does. All right. We are going to take a quick break. Need to hit the restroom, get some more water. I'll be back in a moment. Welcome back. Chris, welcome in. And to our new follower, welcome in. Thanks for joining. We're going to get with this next set of dumbbell rows. We've got 3 more sets to go. Three sets to go. with 80 pounds. Ah, 10. Wait 10 seconds. A little bit of rest between sets. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. One thing that I have not broken out of following contest prep is when I do go to the gym outside of here. When I go to the gym with wifey, I'm still pacing around like a trapped animal. It's just like a weird habit that I have not broken. Probably never will. Ah. Leave it there. Did you want the same workout? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I planned that. Synchronicity. Abid, have a good lurk. Thanks so much for popping in. Thank you, Dan. Yes, I guess I could go over the plan for this week. Because you know what? I actually don't know what I'm doing for running. I was supposed to look yesterday, but I did not plot out the whole week like I had planned to. Zoomies. Man, I wish I had the zoomies today. I wish I had that unbridled, absolutely unhinged energy. Ooh, boy. Well, I don't know if I want to do this week. I'll show y'all what I'm talking about here. Second. Let's see. That's big enough, I guess. Yeah, that's untenable. We have to change that. Hang on. All right. Make sure this is visible. Hell yeah. All right. So this was last week, the 4th of July week. Starting on the 1st, we did a 5-mile run on Tuesday, a 5-mile run on Thursday. And then yesterday, we did an 8-mile run before we went and did push day. So I'm on a Monday through Sunday split just because my long runs are either going to be on Sundays or Saturdays. And it's just going to be like whatever life allows for, right? So this week, for some reason, and I think it's because initially this number was higher, I have a formula that calculates the percentage change. It's really simple, just the percentage change from week to week, so that I can know if I'm going up more than I should, which is if it's more than 10% at like middle-ish mileage, which I would say is like anything more than like 10 miles per week, you want to be careful about not increasing too much more than 10% per week as a general rule. So as you can see right here, 16% from last week into this week. So I should feel pretty fatigued this week. And then this would be if I keep to my plan, which was again an aggressive marathon training plan, which I'm changing now. I would be going from 18 miles to 24 miles and changing 25%. So there's a number of ways that we can change this. The first one is just get rid of this run today, right? So if I get rid of that Monday run, which was initially going to be a 2-a-day, I can even move the rest of this mileage around to just be like a little more reasonable. Because if I'm getting more comfortable with midweek mileage here, I can increase that to 5. I can drop this back to 9. And then from here, I'm still increasing my long run mileage, but I'm not doing so in a way that's unsafe or going to cause me potential injury. So I think that'll be what we do this week. If anything, You know, maybe we'll push one of these up to 6 miles if I'm feeling good and fresh that day. It would probably have to be Tuesday because Wednesdays are my leg days, leg-ish days. Got to watch that long runs aren't more than 50% of your mileage. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good rule of thumb as well. That I've not kept to in the past, and that has honestly been kind of harmful for me. On the training cycles where I have not done that and have not kept to that rule, I've definitely felt some of the bad stuff popping up. But all of this is like, how do we do as much running as we need to get to a higher threshold of distance running, and also lift enough weights that we can make a decent amount of progress in the gym. And right now, because I'm still bouncing back and then I'm in a pretty hefty caloric surplus, like it's been relatively easy. Like I've been seeing increases every week, and I haven't felt, aside from just some little like near injuries, I haven't felt too beat up. That's why we monitor. Oh. No, we'll wait 10 seconds. Wait for David Bowie. Good. Oh. All right. Next one, we'll try to squeeze a little more. Don't forget the sore booty. Honestly, it's been getting better, Chris. Here's, I'm sure everyone has experienced this with like going to the doctor for a problem, especially nowadays. It can take so much time to get in to see your PCP for a non-urgent care, non-ER situation that like by the time you finally get to see them for something, like you started resting, or like the symptoms just aren't there to the same degree. Oh. Very rude. But I know what I'm doing to you. Deal with it. I'm making you do it, but I'm not doing it. Does that make me a bad trainer? Yeah. I have not done any like deep squatting movements. But I've had some discomfort move to this like anterior hip position here. That's a new one. That's a new spot. So we'll see. We'll see what they say. At 5 o'clock tomorrow, because that's all that was heckin' available, we will find out exactly how things are going. And the big hope is I've had tightness in my like internal thighs and my gracilis for as long as I can remember. My adductors have been burned the hell out. So we'll hopefully get some support. My hip flexors pop like no one's business. Do it be popping, gamer? I mean, that's tightness. I didn't know you were experiencing that. We'll work on it. Be sure back on it. Chris, how's your week going, dude? How's the new Jarb? I know it's not necessarily as new anymore, but I feel like we haven't checked in on it in a minute. We got one more set. Dummy Rose. Let's have a call to discuss all my tightness and pain. I mean, we shouldn't avoid talking about those things. Definitely shouldn't avoid it. A little bit of aches and pains is just part of the process. We talked about this. So far, so good. I'm on my lunch break. What's for lunchies? I'm still in that space right now where I'm just trying to get rid of certain foods from the house that I purchased during prep that are going to go bad if I don't use them soon. Or like they're gonna just rot in the freezer. So I'm trying to clear things out, which is partially why I've put on so much weight. Excuse me. Oh. Blur. Now I got to make a decision. Ooh, Annie's mac and cheese is a mood. Love Annie's. Do I keep with my original plan? Upright rows, single arm cable rows. I don't know. Man, when I programmed this out, I was looking at doing upright rows today to like do a little bit more vertical pulling. But like, I also just worked my shoulders yesterday. Now we'll go back to upright rows. We'll go back to upright rows. As much as for some reason when I was looking at this earlier today, I was thinking that I didn't have any single arm row movements. Literally just got done doing those. So we're gonna do the upright rows with the barbell. Get a little anterior. We'll get a little delt pump along with keeping that good scapular tension while we do some barbell work here. So yeah, the freezer stuff won't rot. I mean, I had a couple, like a box of fried pickles, which, let me just say, as someone who deeply loves pickles and deeply loves fried pickles, those got a little bit freezer burns. I think just from like natural cycling that happens in my freezer and it hasn't been defrosted in a year. And so they got a little soggy when we were air frying them, and they were not as good as they could have been. And also, like, I panic about losing all of our stuff because we don't have a generator. It's starting to get hot again. And usually what happens around here is when it gets hella hot, we lose power. Hey, what's going on here? Air frying pickles is a new one. Well, it's not just air frying like straight up pickles though. It's fried pickles, which are battered breaded pickle chips or pickle or like dill spears. Is that not, Siley, is that not a thing where you're at? I'll tell you, prickles are an absolute good. No. Fried pickles. I'm just gonna like make myself sad right now. The thing is I could eat some, but like, yeah. There are different ways of making them. Oh, you get what I mean. Okay. All right. Yeah. I love fried pickles. It was like when Lauren and I started dating, this was one of the things is we would go and like whatever pub or restaurant we went to, we would always get fried pickles. Freaking love fried pickles. But they do not have as much of a place in my current diet, unfortunately. It's been hard to fit them in. Hello, Sega. Hello, Michael. What's up, gentlemen? I am neither gentle nor up. Selk, welcome in. Thank you. How are you doing today? All right, let's get this set of upright rows. We're making pretty decent time today. Tuck the hips back. Oof. 12. So you're a vociferous mammal. I'm gonna be honest, Sega, I'm forgetting what vociferous means right now. And I'm scared. I'm scared! 12 reps. Hang on. Hang on, gotta Google it. Vociferous. Especially of a person or speech. Vehement. Vehement. Or clamorous. He was a vociferous opponent of the takeover. What does it mean to feel vociferous? So loud or insistent as to compel attention. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, you know what? That's how I'm feeling. I'll own it. Give me your eyes, your ears, your souls. Get the pool workout today. Sure, we'll go tomorrow. I was balls and I want to collapse. 33C feels like 38. What is that in freedom units? Thank you for the follow, by the way. Welcome in. Follows are anonymous unless you say something. Or unless I forget, which happens sometimes. It do happen. Vehement. Vehement. You goddamn American. Don't you talk to me that way. I mean, here's the thing is that you're not wrong. I'm listening to this song again because I really like it. Welcome in, Tiger. How you doing? You are entitled to a nibble. Let's move back over to where it's supposed to be. Oh, getting ready for class? Well, welcome in. Class is in session. I don't know what I mean by that. I hope you have a great class. Welcome in. Don't you cheat for him. Look, isn't that what mods are for, though? Aren't mods, like, isn't that one of the agreed upon pieces of modhood is that you Google stuff for me? I hope so. Oh, I hope you feel better soon. At least we say aluminium correctly. Aluminium. But Nick, I'm curious, what class are you taking? Are you working them gen eds? All right. Oh. Oh. Nothing feels better. Oh.
Is it though?
Aluminium? Are you asking me about aluminium? That stuff they make the cans from. Hello, Silly Goofy. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. I'm sure you pronounced the first O in olaboratory. What do you do in your olaboratory? Why does that sound filthy? Public speaking, college starts the end of the month. Oh, sick. Okay. Right on. Public speaking. That's a great class. I wish I would have took I wish I would have taken like a debate class or a public speaking class. I learned a lot like learning to be a teacher, but there were still people in my teaching cohort that really struggled with the teaching side of teaching. You know what I'm saying? In your O laboratory. Yeah. Haven't you ever heard of the O laboratory? O laboratory? If you were my teacher, I'd treat you as any other teacher. Because being attracted to a person with age and power difference is weird and problematic on multiple levels. Which is not something that people under the age of 18 typically know. Where you develop O's. Cheerios, Oreos. Ohio's. Damn it. Why can't I think of more O's? O faces. That's one. Oh! Doc! Welcome in. Step Joe's. I'm getting picky about the jams today. SpaghettiOs. That's what I was thinking of. I was like, there's a pasta O that I'm forgetting right now. I needed a reminder of SpaghettiOs. I used to reject most meals that were not SpaghettiOs. There was a period of my life where I would only eat, like virtually only eat SpaghettiOs. Ohio is definitely a science experiment gone wrong. It's just a science experiment where nothing happened, I think, is the problem. It's like they had a very well drawn out hypothesis. Like the method was all there, but then just like jack shit happened at the end. They tried to do a titration. It did not change colors, not once. Hate public speaking. Took a class in college and was the only person to pass the class by acing the test portions of the class. So you aced the written portions of the public speaking class and you passed? I love that vibe. We're doing O words? Yeah, it's something O's. Isn't there like a Count Chocula version of O's? Like Monster O's? I don't know. The middle, because no matter which way you go, you're leaving. Chacos. Oh, I do have Chacos, actually. Yeah. Hey, you ready for it? Look at my aging millennial footwear. I low-key love these things, though. They're so good. They've held up so well over the years. Beat the shit out of those Chacos. Feel bad for the dude who's actually named Jack Shit. People don't expect much from him. Doc! Doc. Hang on. Can I get a shout for Doc, please? After you escort him out, before or after you escort Doc out for that joke, if you could give him a shout out, I'd really appreciate it. Doc, it's so good to see you. I don't want to do this, but I do. But I really do. They're so good for my delts and my upper back. Slight hip hinge. Shake the glasses on my face. Lead with the elbows, where possible. Got it. So unrack this, and we'll start some hammer curls. Maybe we'll actually have time to do abs and posing. Maybe we'll do posing and then abs. Because I haven't done posing practice in a while. And I need to not fall off the wagon. Because I have to prepare a classic posing routine, and one that is artful, as a matter of fact, for the Zenbro Classic. Now that I'm a month out from the comp, I feel like I should get back into posing. Whew. Love how pleased you are with yourself to be an aging millennial. I've just accepted it, you know. I've accepted it. That's my story. That's who I am now. Welcome in, Lightbringer. I stopped parallel to the ground. So, guest on. There's a video by Mike Israetel, and we can ignore the other things about Mike Israetel for the moment, where he talks about these, and that was what got Sweet Lou to prescribe them to me in workouts. Just give that a look first, because there are some intricacies there, right? Whew. But I'm not really controlling it as much as I should be. And I know that. I should probably just go down and wait so I can control it better so I don't hurt my filth. All good, Lightbringer. Since you can't hear me, we can say all sorts of nice things about you. Like how handsome you are. And how accommodating you are. How kind you are. We could also say mean things like, ooh, I bet you're stinky right now. I bet you're a little stinky. Are you stinky? Bella, hello, welcome in. I'm too young to be over 40. Yeah, well, see, I don't know. When do I qualify? When do I qualify for aging millennial? Because I'm 31. Thinking about my 32nd birthday does fill me with a slight bit of dread, but not a lot. I don't know. Of course I do, Bella. Welcome back. How could I forget? I appreciate that you have the same name as the last time you were around. That does happen once in a while where someone comes back after like changing their Twitch name a couple of times. They're like, do you remember me? Like my brother in Arceus. I really have no way of knowing who you are. I'm sorry. But in this case, like, yeah, you haven't changed anything. Great. I appreciate it. All right. I'm going to do some hammer curls. Should I do them seated? You know what? We've been doing everything standing today. Let's try some seated hammer curls. We're not going to do it with a back brace. We'll just sit on the edge of the seat here. I don't really do seated curls very often at all. Shoulders back, head up. Okay. That's the little thing on my shorts. That's fine too. All right. I don't know if I like how those feel, but we'll keep going. What up, Anna? 31 is an aging millennial. Well, then what is it? Am I just a millennial? I guess I'm cuspy. Someone told me I was cuspy. See you later, Nick. Thanks for joining. Have a good day. Enjoy class. Welcome in, Anna. When 90s are pop oldies and you can worry about it. I don't know, but they are. They are, though. Like, what was early 1990s music? And tell me that that's not old shit, you know? What I'm listening to right now is considered dad rock. I'm just a little grandma trapped in the Gen Z cage. It's okay, Gen Xers. No one remembers you exist. Sorry about it. Sorry about it, Dan. Oh no, it's okay, Bella. I'm glad you kept your name. 80s are, I feel the calcium leaving my bones. Nirvana comes up, potentially, yeah. And I'm doing well. Work's really busy, but I'm out here lifting. I made time for this today. I don't have time for this today, which means that is the best possible time to do it. Now, hold on, let's see. I'm going to look at the Billboard Top 100 for the month that I was born. Okay? I'm closer to Colonial. No, Doc. Doc, you're not a filthy colonist. You're better than that. I can't agree. You are too kind to be a colonist. Me sitting at work in my Nirvana t-shirt. You get to wear a Nirvana t-shirt to work? That's dope. All right. Here we go. Let's age ourselves, everybody. Number one song, the month that I was born, is I Will Always Love You by Whitney Houston, which should tell you everything you need to know about whether the 90s are considered pop oldies. So, I've accepted it. I've 100% accepted it. Rhythm is a Dancer, yes. Old. Bobby Brown still on the charts, old. Michael Bolton, yep. Walking on Broken Glass. No, there it is. Sorry, I have to keep going now. I know this is probably just like really bothering someone, but I can't stop. Yeah. I've accepted it, everyone else needs to accept it too. Oh, the wet sprocket. Damn, dude. Damn, dude. It's okay. It's okay. We'll be playing Halo 2 in the nursing home someday. I remember that screen-peeking bastard. Need a hug today, Joe? Hang on. Let me go. Go back here. Embrace. Embrace. There you go. I hope everything's all right, Anna. Hope your day gets better. En Vogue is one of the greatest groups of the 90s. Free your mind. I don't know if I can pull up what that song sounds like in my head. Because the reality is, like, that's not the music that I grew up on, you know? That's the month I was born, which means that most of the stuff that I would listen to would be coming, like, 10 years later, right? Ah! 10, okay. I'll take it. Girl's feeling pretty strong today. Come up to me at TC and do that, I will run away. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have given that away. That's going to be my bit. It's going to be my forced social distancing. Embrace me. Embrace me, brother. There you go. I mean, hey, it's okay to be emotional for no reason. Feel them feelings, however they come to you. Maybe we'll get an iced latte to cope with these feelings. Be back in a bit. Have fun, Dan. Enjoy your latte. If you could pick me up a skim dirty chai along the way, I'd really appreciate it. Top R. Wannabe by Spice Girls. Unbreak My Heart by Toni Braxton. All by myself. Sorry, before we leave this topic, I do just want to point out that there will be a human being, a number of human beings on this planet who look back at the top 100 charts at some point. If people even care about that at a certain point, where like your birth month song starts off with certified freak, 7 days a week. I am so excited for that generation of human beings. Like, how do you not look back at your birth year and just be like, what a fuck? Right. Doc, I would love to play games again at some point. Please. Whatever you want to do. I am bones at Phasmo, so like if we can play something else, that'd be rad. Is it because it's probably because I did the whole certified freak thing? Anna, I don't know if you heard me say it's not really pulling off the Bayonetta cosplay. You got to first get it on. I would handle that problem first, and then think about how you're gonna pull it off on stream. If you're going that route, I mean, there's the whole like hair outfit thing. If you haven't played have you played Bayonetta at all? Like, are you familiar with the costume changes? Wait, are we back? Okay, cool. I started it. Hey, okay, cool. So you're mostly familiar. All right, good. I'm excited. And you know what? I think you would rock a Bayonetta cosplay. And if you're looking at it, I hope you give yourself the permission to just be like, as you're planning this, if it becomes uncomfortable to actually do, that you can say no at any time. Just because something is a channel point command does not mean you do not retain veto rights. And I hope you take that to heart. Like, do it if you want to, right? I got a DMCA strike for my version of WAP. Oh. We still got to do abs after this. We will not skip them. It's just me talking to myself, really. Yeah, I get a much better pump when I go lighter. But we're still getting it in. I would like Cool's Bayonetta cosplay. Vetoed! Not happening! No! Just want to do it justice. He'll do it justice. Honestly, get the hair and the glasses. Everything else can be, you know? At least be comfortable. But like, what if she is? I mean, like, isn't the whole deal like she's a witch, right? So she is completely like she is subject to her own rules. I bet you'd slay the moves. Maybe after I get my my groin loosened up, and that's not meant to be an innuendo. Like, this is the thing I'm going to PT for starting tomorrow. Is adductor and groin. So maybe I'd be able to, like, you know, do the big spinny flippy kicks and all that once I get some muscles loosened up. Well, hello, Yed. Can I get a shout for Yed, please? Anna, that was so funny last night when I'm like, yeah, my gracilis, my adductors. And you, like, pushed out your chair. I was literally, like, standing at the edge of my bed and stretching. Anna, like, pushes out the chair, backs up, It's just like, that's this one, right? Like, yeah, you just committed to it. I was, I had a good chuckle. No, you were fine. It was just like, it was just a lot of work. But like, you know, if I gave you a reason to stand up in the middle of a gaming session, I'm all about it. Thank you for the shot for Yed. Yed, how are you doing? How are you doing, my guy? How you doing? How's life? How's the family? What you got cooking? What's going on in your zip code? If you know what I'm saying. Huh? I call it a zip code. Because you've been zipped up, you've been quiet. Would love to hear more from you. That's not actually a call out. Your presence is a present. We do not take attendance here. I am not committing to this bit. I'm going to let it go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back. I'm going to get a little closer for these curls. Because I feel like it. Moved to my own place last week. Hell yeah. Oh, yeah, that's fantastic, dude. Congrats. That's a big deal. Are you like mostly unpacked, or are you still in that limbo of I'm currently surrounded by boxes that I just don't want to deal with? Oh. I was so thankful for a holiday this weekend. Even though it kind of made me fall really far behind in work. Because a lot of my customers worked anyway. Like, please don't work on the 4th of July. No one's going to do anything. And no one did. But then they worked on the 5th of July. And they worked on Saturday. And they worked on Sunday. So, oops. No. No more intensity. We both knew this day was coming. Ever make a real life Simpsons movie? They don't use you as Ned Flanders. I'm gonna riot. You know, I feel like there's gotta be someone better. There's gotta be someone better for Ned Flanders in Hollywood that would like have so much more pull. You know, it's like I hate to say it, but like Ryan Reynolds, right? The moment I say it, you know it's true. If they made a Simpsons movie and Ryan Reynolds played Ned Flanders, like buff shit and all, you know everyone would love it. Yeah, Jason Sudeikis, who played Ted Lasso. Yeah, that's a good poll. That's a good poll. I don't know if this is like me being Hollywood exclusionary. I don't know if he's got like the buff Flanders thing going on, but man, I love Ted Lasso. It is such a good show. Enter the mid-20s bachelor life of maybe getting a couch one day. Might go crazy and get some silverware. Whoa. Yeah, do you have a Costco near you? Because if you're looking for silverware, might I advise checking out Costco. Look better as Ned than Ryan Reynolds. While I appreciate that sentiment, see, I'm realizing what I've just done, and it was completely unintentional. I did not mean to place myself on the same pedestal as Ryan Reynolds. And if you listened to me like make that suggestion and just be like, "Oh, this guy thinks that he's Ryan Reynolds," I truly do not. Huh? Come on. man is so good looking. And he's like what? He's like 40, he's like 45 years old now, Ryan Reynolds. Too damn late now. Damn. Diddly diddly. Diddly damn it, neighbor. $47. Yeesh. Oh, don't do that to me. I gotta disagree though. You know, I think that he definitely leaned into his fame a little bit, and this is like, wow. Niche internet micro celebrity is going to call out some, like, give any sort of criticism to some famous actor is how this is going to come off. But like he definitely leaned into the fact that he was like getting very popular post Deadpool, and he just started showing up in everything to the extent that like it like almost became less special to see him in a movie. I don't know. That's so hard because I feel like every single like generation has certain actors and actresses and just like thespians that just kind of show up everywhere. It's like how Patrick Swayze was in everything for a while. It's like how Tom Cruise was in everything for a while, and like he still is. But I can't believe niche micro celebrity Ryan Reynolds would feature. God. Oh. There we go. $15 of those. We're flying. That's right. I don't want to do reverse crunches, but I'm going to do them. I do not wish to. I don't know why I'm so averse to doing ab workouts nowadays. I know I need to. I think part of it is because I always put them near the end of my workouts now, out of habit. Hurry up, Joe. Get your shit together. Get all your shit and get it together. Oh. Welcome back, Lightbringer. Yeah, burn me at the stake. Try me, bro. I'm here for it. If you need to burn someone at the stake today, I volunteer as tribute. I'll take the L. But that's only if it needs doing. Like, if we're just doing it for funsies, I mean, like, I don't know. I'll push back a little harder. But if we actually have to pay tribute to Beelzebub or ward off evil spirits by burning a witch, and it will protect the community, I'll do it. I'll get up there. Forget what I programmed. Burn my ass. I'm fine with it. Yeah, that whole Bayonetta thing, you best get ready to get burned. Hey, burned. Oh. Spider crawls. Head to me mother's birthday party. Ooh. Happy birthday to your mother. Word to your mother. All right. Oh. Haven't done these in a while. It's like a hip opener and a plank at the same time. Oh. Oh. Boy. Woo. Sirely, that's kind of you to join me. I can stretch the ye old thing. Just stand back here. Woo! What, you're gonna do the gun shoes? Oh. Welcome in, Pokra. You're an ally with all the answers. Oh boy. That's a lot of pressure. Dan, welcome back. You got that latte in hand, baby? That was really fast. Other side. This works better when I'm like leaning against something, but this is also fine. I'm gonna be like weirdly upset if PT. Oh, yes. Yeah. I guess if it's close by and you're driving. Mama. Should we listen to that cover of Surface Pressure again? Oh. Why does that movie always hit so hard? Have you done the stretch where your front leg is like a lunge, back leg is all the way back behind? Front leg, lunge. Interesting. I'd give that a go. Let's do this next set of abs, and then I can try that stretch. I'm down. No, it's all right. And Anna, if you feel like dropping a link, you're welcome to. But if not, I'm sure I can find it. And if I can't find it, they're probably going to show me tomorrow. Allegedly. See, the problem is that if I stretch it too hard, it does feel like it's actually going to tear. So I've definitely had some days where I feel like I've overextended it on a stretching session. And part of that is somewhat related to the instances where I have done stretching while enjoying certain recreational substances. Welcome back, Belle. Whew. Lean beef patty is doing it. Are you talking about pigeon pose? Pigeon pose is a great glute stretch too. Oh. Yeah. Like LaCroix. If it is the lean beef patty post that I'm thinking of, which straight to jail for half of the people that like that post, but used to be able to do pigeon and have my torso lay flat on the ground. Yo, I have never been that flexible. There are parts of me that are very flexible and parts of me that are very not right now. And I would like to be more well balanced, but I know how it goes. But thank you, Anna. I will give that some consideration as far as gracilis stretches go. Wildly enough, I've been, after talking with a couple of people about it, considering finding an acupuncture clinic to give that a go. If only because I've never tried it before, and I'm just really curious. I don't like needles, but allegedly, you don't really feel the pokes. Tiger. No, you don't have to go to jail for liking it, but I think half of the people that liked her stretching post. Never mind. I'm gonna leave it there. Has some hyperextended joints. It's funny that we never talked about this. Know what to stretch for dance. Try and do a split again. Ooh, a split. Full splits, that's challenging. Huh. I've done dry needling in the past. Welcome in, Remad. Yeah, I started off considering dry needling, and then someone talked me into if I can find an actual acupuncture clinic to just do acupuncture. Get the needle stuck in there and just lay there for an hour. Reminds me of our wedding night. Dan. No, yes. Her stretch video is very actually informative. I don't remember things until probably with a question. That's okay. That's okay. And also, like, sometimes things don't matter, you know? Like, I'm gonna direct this broadly, but also like to you, Natty. If you're talking with someone about what to do for a fitness thing, and like you are able to do all of the exercises or all of the thing without any actual interruption to activities because of like a pre-existing condition, you know, unless it's like blood pressure or things of that nature that you've already been seeing a doctor about. Like, unless the doctor specifically says, talk to me before you exercise because of this thing. If you have a thing and it's not bothering you and you're able to do things normally, like that's okay, right? Like, it may not come up for you, and that's all right. Because I'm not being gross. Yeah. Yeah, and that's how I understand it, Remad. Dry needling, as I understand it too, is generally fewer needles. It's fewer needles, potentially shorter sessions, usually like more sport focused, and whereas like acupuncture is typically like holistic body and wellness, as I understand it. Please correct me if I'm wrong. If anyone has experience with either and I'm wrong. Welcome in, Dusty. How you doing? Welcome in, Lucas. Oof. Boink. Here's the thing. What's the thing? 1:46. What time is it? Or how much did I block off? We are sweaty today. Goodness gracious. How we like it? Let me just check my calendar real quick. Yeah, we're good. Hee. I would like to actually do posing today. Just did my stretch since we're on the topic. Hell yeah. A little stretchy break. Weirdest I had was a TENS unit attached to the needles. Is that like electrical shocky? Pokey shocky? goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Is that Sweet Lou? Is that our boy Sweet Lou? Oh, stay safe, Sirely. Welcome in, Lou. Yeah, when I had back spasms in high school and was going through a lot of treatments for those back spasms, I had like electro probes on my lower back that I would do like 20-minute sessions of to try to loosen things up. It is Chris. We have a few new emotes that dropped in. Dan, have a good lurk. Thanks for being here today. Remad, how did that feel? Was it helpful? Ah. Yes. Yes. No, someone asked for one of the things that I put on Instagram to be turned into an emote. And so I did that. And then I added an additional thing of the likey face with some red eye, and then made that animated and got rid of something that nobody was using like ever. Oh. Maybe I should get back in touch with the emote artist that I was going to work with. I think they might just be too busy for me now. And I should just accept that and give them the out. Yeesh. Spider crawls. Last thing. Knock it out. Thanks for the feedback this weekend. I appreciate it. That's wild, Remad. So you would recommend it? Yeah, I don't even know. There are parts of what I have going on. I just, as much as I know about training and rehab, there's still some things that I just can't fix. So I am turning to professionals. Because no matter how much you know about something, it's okay to accept help. Hey, it's okay to accept help. Saying that both to make myself feel better and because you probably need to hear it. Somebody out there. No, stormy weather in October is amazing. Stormy weather like at night in the summer, amazing. Welcome in, Bear. How are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome in. Yeesh Louish. So, I'm not feeling super confident today, but I think if I don't do any posing practice, I'm just never going to do posing practice. So, after my rotator cuff surgery, bit of shoulder freeze, dry needling helped a lot there too. Weird because I had to stick them in my armpit. Whoa. Oh, that's bananas. That's bananas. All right. Great. I'll take the flex out. Thanks, Bear. Oh, I just haven't been I haven't been doing my posing as much. And it's just like you know, it is something that you really got to kind of keep up with. So, things are not going to necessarily be at the same level as they were near the show. But that's okay. Got to relearn something. Relearn. We'll put on the deadlift diaper, so to speak. I do this every time. I pull the entire oh. There we go. Pull that archer out now. It's coming. It's on its way. You know I talk too much. All right. One more adjustment. Love it. Everyone. Why am I like this? Hang on. What's going on here? Are these the same? They're not the same. But that's okay. I want this to be around hip height. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Boom. We'll get shit moved around. How you doing, Bear? What's going on? How's life? I'm going to take a moment to clean up. So we'll do some archer. I should probably do mandatories. At least one round of mandatories. I don't know that I'll have time to like work on anything today, but just a quick run through of some basic stuff. This will also be a good check-in. 1 month post-show. 6 pounds up. Every day, I fluctuate on this idea of whether I should be doing a full-on bulk or trying to just maintain. I've definitely reached a good maintenance point if I could hold on to it. But also, I'd like to get big. Oh, that's awesome, Bear. Happy belated birthday. That's wonderful. Always nice when your support group shows up a little more than you expect. Dr. Mike Big? No. No. So here's I know you can't see me right now. It's because I'm messing with jams, but I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want jams wise. This is fine. You only get that big at my age, in my like level of training experience. One only gets that big by taking lots of drugs, and I am never going to do that. You can take that and run with it, but you will not see me doing performance enhancing drugs. Now, will I do some more bulk and cut cycles? Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely going to happen. I go a little wider. Nope, gotta put that foot down. Whew. Get the archer. Ooh. 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 It's been a minute. Yeesh. Smile. You're looking pretty. You should be smiling more. Sorry, no, that's not what you meant. Bad Lighting Express. No, this one, still haven't like figured this one out. Gotta get that left arm back more. Oh, I bet he could. White, yes. That is correct, Vic. Hi. I'm not gonna do the thing where I switch cameras. Just gonna have to deal with it. Welcome back. Thanks for joining a little posing practice. I really do have a shit ton to do at work. We're just gonna be here. Hello. I know you don't think that this is content, but it is. Ooh. It's all good, Anna. All good. Thanks for coming in. Okay, this is actually taking longer than I expected it to. But you know what? Someone's probably into it. And if that's you, I hope you're having a good day. Man, so sweaty today. To be within smooching range. Too much of a good thing, right? It's a real thing. It's a real thing. Nancy Squats. That's a new name. We're gonna raid Nancy. Boom. Everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. I gotta get back to work. Well, first, I gotta get some food. I gotta get some food, some munch, some nom. Thank you so much for being around today. Really, really appreciate it. If you're here for a little bit, a lot of it, if you were new to the community, been around for a minute, either way, I appreciate you. Lurkers, just know that we love you. Thanks for chatting. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Plan is going to be Wednesday. I'm going to try to get in here and lift on Wednesday. I'm going to do my best to get in here and lift on Wednesday. I may have to call it just based on other schedule stuff that I have happening with work this week, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to do my best to be here. And if I'm not, I'll let you know in the Discord. That said, if you have not joined the Discord yet, and you want to be up to date on all the things happening on stream, including upcoming gaming streams and a community night, which I owe y'all, make sure you're in on the Discord. But we're going to go see Nancy. Nancy is preparing for her first bodybuilding competition. Basically, like, took the tail end of mine and is just, like, taking off, doing a 16-week prep. She's in 12 weeks out now, so I hope that y'all will consider going over, hanging out with Nancy, giving her some support. But yeah, thank you again so much for being here. Be kind to yourself, be kind to someone else, do a little something that fills your tank this week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.